Alright, let's do a new game. New file. Let's just do Sabrina again. Let's do Sabrina 2. Confirm. Okay. Cough, cough, cough. I wake up on the beach. I nearly drowned. I gasp for air. I can't remember my life, just my name. Landscape is so beautiful. Went down the wrong pipe, huh? I can give you a minute. An eternity if you catch my drift. Whoa now! Can I continue? Go on. As I was saying. Look down at the crystal blue water. A grotesque discovery of a head. Decomposing face. Questions. My mind is blank. What do I do? Run. The beach is endless. My footsteps are erased by soft blue waves. I walk back into the brook. Let's see. The beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods. There's nothing inviting. Trying to run away? This is paradise. Came here to enjoy yourself. Take charge of your experience. Do oceans normally talk? My mind doesn't have a chance to linger. Look, a volleyball with what looks like a bloody handprint. I stare down, frozen. A little help, please. My jaw just about hits the ground. It's Huntress in this weird dress. And there's Wraith. And Spirit. This is the one I'm gonna be romancing this time. And the Trapper. The mascot. 4 gorgeous monsters and a volleyball court. They ooze with undead energy. My heart begins to race. Look at these casually dressed killers. So many competing feelings. Hello. These are weird. There are weird days, and then there's this. Sexy ass monsters. What do you do? Toss it back. It lands in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Her muscles ripple. I wonder what it would be tight or like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Try hard. Blech. They're speaking directly to you, but you can't bring yourself to reply. Everyone has gone back to volleyball. Should I be frightened, worried, excited? They look very appealing. Nobody lifted a blood-soaked finger in my direction. Don't be scared, you were made for this. All if the ocean says not to be scared, it's gonna work out. I go see what happens next. I've derailed the volleyball game. You derailed it, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Go with what Trapper says. He has fresh blood on his hands. Don't worry, it's just a game. Existence, that is. Seem more interesting than a silly game. What brings you here? I mean, they're here to distract from my domination. The Wraith. Deep sigh. He was done with the game. Or he saw a butterfly. I don't care why they're here. Can I kill them? You know you can't. Not yet. Not yet. Let's see, I say something. They have questions. A timed quiz. Important. How attractive would I say I am? We'll say average. Another meaningless life in a life cycle. I think you're cute like a chipmunk. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Invisibility. Sometimes I think I already am. Your best subject in school, let's say skipping class. If I ever gone to school, I would be great at skipping class. What's your favorite animal? A mustelid. I don't know what it is, but it has a secret Easter egg? No, it's a ferret. My favorite color is 3-day-old corpse. Edgy, huh? These are no good to me unless they're frozen. Meat spoils quickly. My dream job. Let's go with not working at all. Why work? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations. Only she could spin laziness into a grand crusade, those damned millennials. Best flavor? Horse flesh. Horse flesh. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Mine is vanilla with pain. I think mint chip. Do what I say. Pick mint chip. Kill or be kill is the rule, even for faceless voices. Just go with mint chip. I think I'm gonna do fine. They know about you and they wanna get to know them. Smartest, richest, strongest person. I don't like losers. I'm Wraith. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. I'm spirit and I don't like most things. The things I do hate, I really hate. Life is nothing but suffering. Yeah. Oh, my phone is ringing. That's weird. My phone was ringing, but when I looked up, there was no missed call. That's really weird. Look at this. Look at this boy. Oh, that is what happened to Spirit. Maybe it wasn't my phone. It's my kid's phone. Don't let bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had. If you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Oh, that's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking. I agree with Wraith. Let's see. The crew wants to show off. Let's do something else. I agree with the meathead. Let's go to my yacht to see my luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. He just hates fun. I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. Hang by the pool? Find the water calming. What about volleyball? Exercise and have fun. There's a good lounge. I hate being out in the sun. I think that's the lounge. Let's go to the lounge. Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day. What kind of fool, granted a break from the grind of chasing and fighting, would exert themselves in any way? It's time to stop living by their rules. Yeah, we should give her a second. Hold on, just for a moment. It's Dwight and Claudette. They do every job. They're the only help on the island. Murderer's Island. None of the others survived. Oh, the interview process. We will refer to them as the survivors. They've worked here a long time. Let's let them do their jobs. We'll now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. In the future, wait for us to present you the options. We don't have much autonomy around here. Allow us to do our job. Most you could do is help us get off this island. Dwight, follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes? Did they mention something about wanting to escape? Should I be trying to escape? No, I think you're mistaken. Dwight was asking for help to get off the island. He meant to the other island, which has fancier accommodations, which is probably where Trickster is. Where all the famous celebrities hang out. Yeah, it's the IP island. Yeah, time for an activity. we're going to the lounge, because I think that's where Spirit is. Yes. Freedom from the preposterous premise that we would be engaged in volleyball. She looks at me from her sun hat, which is exactly like the sun hat I also own. I hate volleyball. I feigned a sprained ankle, but nobody believed it. I tried to annoy them by not giving a crap, but it didn't work. I threatened to kill everyone, but turns out I'm not the first to make those kind of threats. So thanks for calling it off. Are we threatening to end each other again? He takes a conspiratorial tone. Please, just make it quick. Is what you'll be saying when we make your drink. I want to be here getting some tropical drinks. Hilarious. So what do you have? Vodka soda. It's my water talk. Vodka is a very special drink for me. Warms blood on a cold night in woods. Bump into the occasional soldier hiking across motherland. Always had a nip of vodka. No one hides from me. A bit basic drinking vodka. Mixing it with soda, really? Being passionate about being passionate is so last year. 2 strikes, oh dear. Things were not going well with the Spirit. Time for you to return the favor. The catch. Icebreaker time. The faux enthusiastic community building crap. You don't think it could be fun? Has anyone seen my hat? I've never seen him in a hat. His little head branches would poke. Let's make small talk before we have to do some lame improv game. I've never done it because I'm no nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. I choose books. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life. Yes, I've read 69 books this year. I've grown through the crowd, not a lot of readers. They were more enthusiastic about drinking. And I say, why not both? Seems appropriate time to ask you, what's your desert island book? And it has to be classic horror, because this is an island of horror villains, and these are in public domain. Nothing too modern. What's your favorite? We're gonna go with, actually, I like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I felt like I have this other person living inside me. Story about friendship, but I can't read. Not because I'm dumb, I never actually learned, because I was too busy learning to survive. Same reason I didn't have a best friend that wasn't more than a rock with a face. I'd drawn on it in dried blood. Like in the movie, forget, Castaway. Until we meet again, Roxanne. She looks out to the horizon. There's a moment of silence. Will you tell it to me sometime? I might not be able to read books by myself, but I love being read to. It's not a story about friendship, but I'll tell it to you. Not just anybody can pull off quality narration all the time. Take it from me. I'm romancing the Huntress somehow. You could just make it up. Sometimes when I find myself in an abandoned house, I like to look at the photos and come up with stories. Why were they abandoned? She giggles and gives me a wink. I don't know. Usually when I find the folks who abandon them, they're not in the mood to tell me much. Enough of these old stories. It's time to make up some new stories. She's waving an empty vodka bottle, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask-covered eye. Let's get in a circle and spin this bet. Oh, here's the trickster. I can't date this guy, I've tried. I wasn't ready for this. Who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know, what's the harm in inviting one more? I can't stay. I'm just saying it's a great idea, and there's a secret trickster ending. I will be checking the Steam achievements for the validity of this claim. He's leaving because he's famous. Okay. You spin, you swap, spit. As say in a peep show, all makeouts will happen out of public eye. Romance is the goal. We'll be sitting here in silence, using our imaginations. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. I'm apparently up. I grip the bottle. Put my hands in the fate of the bottle gods. Okay. This is where I have to hit the space bar. Let's see. I'm ready to play. Oh god, it's so hard to see. No! No. Thank god. I get another chance. No! I got Wraith. No! No, no, no! I was surrounded by strangers with murder. It's intense. There's Trapper. My heart races. He takes me by my hand and we sit at the private part of the bar. Hands on my shoulders, sweating, but not in a sexy way. I don't know what to do. I don't want to lock lips with him. Trapper, it's not happening. I know, you get this close to a living god and feel the sting of his rejection. Don't take it personally. I haven't earned it yet, oh thank god. It can't be this easy. Maybe with the others. But I don't need this. It's mine to give or withhold. I dodged a bullet. Oh, thank god. I'm not ashamed to tell you you're cute. I would make out with you so hard, your heart would cave in, but I won't. Tell anyone I told you this and you die. I was the best you've ever had, which I might be another time. Hate to break up such a passionate moment. We would never spy on you, but dinner is served. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation when there are so many more interesting things to die from. Okay. Next activity is mealtime. It's more like sitting and it's more complicated than sitting and talking, like picnic tables. This is not a prestigious fantasy epic. They usher me to my seat. Everyone wants to sit next to me. They don't want to sit next to other people. No one wants to sit next to Trapper. He refuses to sit next to Wraith or the Trickster, who I don't see. Oh. Yes. My whole stick is a little flustered. You're looking real good. I can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together because they can't fit. We can't fit everyone on screen at the same time. Every error you think you see is a choice. I sit on one side, they sit opposite me. And Hunter and Trapper sit at either end. We begin. Tonight's meal was prepared for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you enjoy. What are we eating? It's meat. With herbs and spices. That's his favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Considering what you get up to, who are you to get judgy now? Just sharing facts, you need to murder something to eat the meat. Technically true is the best kind of true. Enough yapping, let's eat. You thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person, right? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down shirts. There are scraps of fabric. Is there something else? This took 12 hours. We do literally everything. There's one thing you're not doing. Carving up the meal. He's right for a change. 'Cause I am. I'm carving it with my axe. Who says Twain? I'll handle this with my cleaver. Grow up. Obviously, my katana is the only option. Hell it is! Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell. Please, I hate when we fight. I can do it with the skull. You can club it to second death. Hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. They once argued for 72 hours. It doesn't matter who does it. They're all afraid of tinnitus, or tetanus. Why don't you let me carve up dinner? Splendid! We hate when we got cold. Here's a machete. Okay. I'm ready to play. Yay, it looks like kebabs. Decent. Pretty good. I'd like to see you with a less clumsy method or weapon. Dinner is served for real. That sounds coming from the masked killer. The sounds coming from the masked killers are nasty. Spirit doesn't eat. She is really embracing being dead. We're still trying to be mysterious here. Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make the night perfect. At least they're lifting their masks instead of just shoving food inside. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat and number twos. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. I'm just a bunch of dismembered body parts. You see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. This is the worst meal in history. I'm not eating and they don't like it. They want an explanation. This is gross. This is human meat. There's a lack of manners and dismembered body parts in the noises. Even Spirit is talking about number twos, and I thought she was classy. Oh, I didn't realize our eating habits grossed you out. Don't be so judgmental. I could feel shame or sadness. If I could feel them, I might be experiencing both. But I feel rage. I'm in the hot seat, but I'm not as panicked as I should be. The lack of calories is catching up, and my body is beginning to shut down. Me again. The ocean. I'll allow it. I might be the only one who can help you. There's one thing you must do to survive. Figure out why you're here. No one can tell you unless you follow a right path. There's too many to count. Pick one. Because there are even more wrong paths. Some lead to even worse than your demise. Yeah, like when I tried to romance Wraith and I had to search everything over and over again. This place holds many secrets. The most important question, why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the ultimate truth. Gotta give it to the ocean, that's some good storytelling. I'm back. You've made many choices, some I liked, some I did not. Make more choices I like. Sure, because I'll know that. They wake up to find a huntress pouring water in my mouth. Sometimes when I try to care for people, they end up less alive than when I started, which would be a bummer. I'm just following into the same old routine of smashing everyone's head with a hatchet before I get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. She's crushing me in my arms a little bit, and she's beautiful. I guess I'm romancing Huntress in this. Beautiful bunny mask. Nice recovery. Did you make it? You're the first person to ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. You could own an Etsy store. Why do you kill people? She sighs. The memories. She hasn't tried to kill me, though. It was all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. She's blushing. My questioning made her nervous. You didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? It's jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point. I accept. On the murderer's island, I chow down on the jerky sensually. I love some. Quiet chewing on the not human thigh meat, I ask her. Have you ever been in a relationship? I do not play around. She takes a moment to think before answering. She got twisted up with my personal questions. There's this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once. I hear the faintest giggles. You're so cute. No, it doesn't count. I found something in the sand. It's a hair clip. It's a little girl who is definitely still alive and not dead at all. She closes the jerky with the clip. She's mixed up on how this item works. Should I go with the flow? Yeah. Huntress is a little scary. Let's just let this be. Would she even need the clip? Her bare hands are enough to get the job done. My puny little neck is so fragile. Fainting, human jerky, probably dead girl's hair clip. Let's go lie down. Good thinking. Wouldn't want the jerky to dry out. I hate to break this to you, but never mind. Things are heating up, but I hear footsteps. It's Dwight and Claudette with clipboards. It's very important we stick to the itinerary and attend the events. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of the evening's activities. That's for after campfire story time. Playing sick, I was... Oh, no time for excuses. That's scheduled for after flirting. Go, 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 go! Everyone has gathered at the fire pit. We're not going to blame anyone, but one of you hasn't stuck to the schedule, and we're behind on time. Only one person can share a story. But story time is my favorite. Only one person. Oh great, we have to decide as a group. Whoever did this, step up now. I will chop your head off. This is probably it for me. I don't understand how the schedule thing works. Well, been there before, even though it's taking pressure off me. Is it fair to pick on the newbie? Has anything here ever happened on a schedule? Damn it, Donald. I'll snap your head off so fast I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. We all know you love to kill. It's all you talk about. Nobody named any names. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? We still gotta get started on time. Nobody says. What do you think should go? Let's pick. I choose Spirit. I'm still trying to romance Spirit. I want to hear from you. Yes. She gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. Comes up with the scariest stuff. Bullshit stories. If everyone else is gonna chit-chat, I can sit down. Huntress's eyes go red, and Trapper and Wraith take their seats. Tonight's story isn't scary. It's romance. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. Huntress and Wraith are sharing popcorn. Where's mine? It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hada, a celebrated investigator and hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of the strange occurrence. The scene was chaos. Crowds gathered. Other officers were doing everything to keep the onlookers away. But how can anyone resist wanting to know more? For in the middle of a busy market had appeared a giant box. Strange and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. How could something like this just appear? A mystery. But this was no illusion. Someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses to look at the audience. She's in her element. Help me! A man cried, terrified, his voice trembling. Every detective was there, looking at the strange structure. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows. It was solid and too heavy to move. A single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner. I woke up and here I was. Help me, please. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hata comforted him. She calmed him down to buy time for the investigators. Time only brought anxiety, with no progress opening the box. Seeping rain puddled on the ground, and the man grew more desperate and in need of help. Detective Hata was no help at all. Guilt began to weigh on her. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hata. You're not alone. I'm here. This won't be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hata watched her own reflection in the eyes of the prisoner. They both wept in silence. Promise I'm not alone? Yeah, I do. A simple pledge, and she felt a connection. Not to her family, her friends, or the other hostages. When the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare her. She knew he would return, pressing his lips to the narrow slit in the horrible puzzle box. Steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, I do. Pressing her hands against the cold outside of the box, she leaned forward and placed her own lips to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her lips to fall on the man's. A gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, blood pulsing through her body. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear in his voice, disappearing in a moment of eerie calmness. Get back, yelled an officer, thrusting himself between Detective Hata and the box, breaking a silence that would be filled by whirring gears and clicking latches. Something had triggered. The side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hata gripped her flashlight and pushed forward into the interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the rainwater as she swept her light from side to side. Her eyes landed on the man, or what should have been him. In the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hata had to think of him in that moment to survive. Segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected, severed, and placed in a pile. A head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall and soak into the sand. I'm blown away, and everyone is looking at the fire, at the sky, anywhere but Spirit. It was you who chose her, who initiated this harrowing tale. Sad, creepy, sensual. She went into great detail describing the kiss. Too much detail. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at me. This game was supposed to be lighthearted. Do something. I'm gonna hug her. Her robe begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, also like being tied up. Not what I expected. I pull away, but it's awkward. Spirit says nothing and floats away. Everyone just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. Time to take a break so they can have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves. The only thing I can hear is the ocean. This is nice. Oh look, Trickster shows up. Mind if I join you? You've been hearing from them all day, but here's a big fish like me. I am the ultimate catch. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. Spirit approaches. I was watching you. I could tell my story had an effect on you. The fog follows me around. I can feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. We are flabbergasted at that piece of information. You're doing it again right now. Calm down. Come to the hot tub with me. You've come a long way in a single day. Don't forget our little talk. We go to the hot tub. It's just the right temperature. If some jealous shark comes along, she can handle it. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me. I believe you. Sure, you were cut into pieces in life. So was the person in the story. Perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a coincidence. His lips were blue, your lips are blue. Really, you'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, the similarities stop there. Coincidences. Sorry, coincidences. Get this through your head. Samurai blood runs through my veins. I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. That many sharp edges a person is bound to get connected from a body part here and there. I wouldn't typically share this story. I dreamt that story when I was a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. Oh damn, it was your father. Never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Yes. I came from someplace deep. Fool, who taught you to trust a stranger? You're gonna get hurt if you don't take better care of myself. Do I believe you believe her? Trust me, I do know everything. I know the answer to my question. Ocean got me tripping. I distracted us both. Before I can follow the conundrum, I need certain two someones with a fresh towel. Hey kids, time for bed. I may be the youngest, but I'm no kid. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. I miss her. Spirit stares off into the distance. She doesn't notice me watching. She turns away, grabs a towel, and floats off. The heat of the campfire is comforting. I think about Spirit's story. If I escape this place, will you leave with your life, or has it been taken from you? And it's just a matter of time until I make a gruesome discovery. Claudette and Dwight arrive. Apologize for the accommodations. We're gonna make you comfortable or die trying. They hand a pillow and a blanket. Some music? Keep the volume to a minimum. Ready. The radio begins to fuzz and flicker. See what's on. Just chill. I decide to ask one of the killers to spend some time with me. Let's try this again. She tells you my secret for falling asleep. I like to listen to flute music, essential oils, and steam my pores. Even the dead like to relax. I don't have any of those things. Oh, she gave me her special comb. Carved from bamboo. A gift from my mother. If I lose it, she wants revenge. It's the last thing I do. I start to feel sleepy or paralyzed. Darkness overtakes me. The dark voice. The human body is 60% water. But guess what? We'll never get to 100%. I awake to see someone looming. It's Trapper. Oh, you're awake. I saw you as Spirit. They're not what they seem. Unlike me, who is totally trustworthy. checking to make sure you weren't near one of my, just be careful where you sit. I'll share two things with you. I don't take rejection well. The first thing is important. Were you drawing me? No answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Nothing. Not an easy guy to get along with. It will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of them live like rats. Literally. Select me for your day of luxury. It will be fun. And if I don't pick you, it might be the last thing you ever forget. You look tired. Sleep well if you can. Don't roll over 15 feet on your left. I drift off to sleep. Oh no, a confessional room. Things went well today. One of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent who didn't end in bloodshed. I'm counting today as a win. What do I think of the newcomer? Attractive, mysterious. I don't know that many other words. I was raised by my mom until she was skewered by an elk. The other three should be on guard. I don't know who the newcomer will spend time with tomorrow, but I will not let my guard down easily. Wraith knows more than he's letting on. Spirit is just screaming all the time. Trapper, oof, daddy issues. I don't need anyone. I've been fine on my own. Something about the newcomer makes me feel like I might be missing out on a huge part of life. Trapper, this is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person. Might have to kill Dwight just to feel something. I'm not sure how I feel about Sabrina. Everyone I've cared has met an awful fate, so it's probably better to ignore me. There's something that could work out for my plan. Everyone thinks of me as this beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't choose to be cold. The cute hat and robe are a choice. Someone wants to come around and capture my heart. At least that's beats being stabbed. If I'm gonna get bloody revenge on the society that has used me, it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Okay. I know this trickster doesn't do these confessionals. Alright, let's save it.